Welcome to Sportsbet Daily at oddsmarket.com. It's the Champions League and its group stages are now upon us. This is a great time of year. This is where we put the qualifications to bed and we can get a grip and make some money. Today, Martin Green and Alex are going to be joining me. Gentlemen, how are you?
Very well, thanks, Flash. How are you doing in sunny Costa Rica?
Yeah, no, it's winter season, it's rainy season, and I'm in a cave. I don't really get out of here until 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, and that's after being in here at 7:30. Actually working for a living for the first time in my life, some would say. Now, don't you be laughing, Alex. Don't be laughing at someone else's demise. Alex, what do you love about the Champions League group stages?
I love the tournament on its own, you know, the energy, the fans, social media, everything regarding this competition. This is why it's the most important competition in the European football. This is why all the big names are trying to get so many points as possible in their domestic leagues, and after that focus in Champions League, you know. Teams like Manchester City, who I think that invested over £1 billion so far under Pep Guardiola, trying every year, and also PSG trying every year to win this competition, but they can't. It's amazing. The fans coming all together, full stadiums, everything about it, and doing money, betting on it, of course.
Martin, how many do you reckon, how many teams can actually realistically win this competition?
I'd say just a handful for me. I love this time of year because it's just full of optimism. Everyone feels like they're in with a chance. Every game is really tinged with excitement. And some of the littler teams do think that they've got a shot of toppling the big boys, but I just can't see anyone really outside of 6-7 teams. Man City are the favourites. I'm not sure that's really deserved. I would have Liverpool as the favourites, but Man City, Liverpool, Barcelona, PSG, I guess, Real Madrid, Juventus, Atletico. I can't see anyone outside of that group winning it. In previous shows, I said my money's on Liverpool and Juventus, and I would stick with that. But yeah, I can see why teams like Barcelona and Man City are going to be in with a shot, but yeah, I just think there's not going to be an Ajax for me this season, a littler team going to the semi-finals. I think time for the big teams to double down on their dominance.
And if there is a smaller team, I fancy it might just come from Germany. We're going to get straight into it. Inter versus Slavia Prague. Inter at 1.4 looks big. Draw 5. Slavia Prague 9.5. Alex, home win. But how'd you get better than 1.4?
I'm going with the over 2.5 goals. Slavia Prague are not a pushover, no pushovers in my opinion. I've seen them against Cluj. I know what they are capable of. They love to press high from the first minute of the game. Doesn't matter against whom they will play. This is, I think that they will surprise a little bit Inter. Yeah, Inter, one of the top sides in Italy right now. I still have them to qualify from this group, despite being a tough group with Barca and Dortmund. Inter very, very determined to win this first match because it's against Slavia Praga, and after that they have to play the big boys. So I see Slavia also contributing on the scoreboard there. Or Inter scoring 3 goals on their own, because I'm sure that Slavia will struggle defensively, also on the road. Yeah, over 2.5 goals for me at 1.76. If you want to combine that with Inter to win and over 2.5 goals. But I'm a little bit scared about this first match of Inter in Champions League, to be honest, and I really fancy Slavia Praga to score there. So I don't know what will happen, but I will simply play the goals market.
Yeah, I just don't know if Inter actually go for the kill. I've seen them before in games. They go 1-0 up. They start playing a million passes all around the pitch. And then obviously you've got Lukaku up front where the ball can bounce off as if he's got a trampoline down his sock. OK, so Martin, just I know this is not one of your games. So Do you got any sort of opinion on what Alex has said?
Yeah, this is supposed to be one of my games. I'm definitely going for this one. I'm going to go for Inter -1 Asian handicap at odds of 1.7. Apologies if that didn't go on the list of tips that I wanted to give. I think this is a really important game for Inter. It's the group of death. They're up against Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona. I think those three teams are going to fight for the top two places. And you have to treat Slavia Prague as the whipping boys in this group. I know they're a decent side, but you've got to beat them home and away if you're going to stand a chance of progressing to the next stage. And goal difference could come into it, so you're going to want to put a couple past them, even though they do usually put a foot on the brake. I think they'll probably go for it a little bit more than usual in this game. I can't see him. At the worst, I think he'll win by 1 goal, but I think they could win by 2. So -1 Asian handicap for me.
Yeah, no need to apologise, Martin. The mistake was probably mine because you both duplicated the same game. I was too lazy and I just copied and pasted. OK, we're going to go to London now. Fancy there could be an upset here. Chelsea 1.84, draw 3.7, Valencia 4.5. Is the experience of the Valencia players going to overshadow the youthful, raw enthusiasm of the Chelsea boys? Take us away, Martin.
I don't think it is, to be honest. I'm going to go for Chelsea to win this game. Very unimpressed with Valencia in last season's Europa League when Arsenal beat them home and away, despite Arsenal being in dreadful form. I know they spent a bit of money in the summer, Valencia, but none of the new players have really broken into the team. It's pretty much the same group that were playing last time around with a new keeper, Jasper Cillessen. They just sacked their manager inexplicably, went and got thrashed 5-2 by Barcelona at the weekend. Meanwhile, Chelsea are starting to click a bit under Frank Lampard. Picked up a 5-2 win of their own away at Wolves, which isn't easy. I think the youthful exuberance of this Chelsea team gets the job done here. I've got 1.91 on Chelsea. Think it's just gone into 1.87, but still looks good enough for me.
OK, we're going to move on. We're going to go to Dortmund versus Barcelona. Biggest game that I can see on this card if you take out PSG and Real Madrid. Dortmund 3.3, draw 3.8 and Barcelona 2.25. Dortmund look value at 3.3. Both teams to score on over looks a value. All of these must be on your card, Alex.
Yeah, but the Alex Classic all the way for me at 1.72 with the Bet365. Yeah, I simply love this bet because listen, yeah, Messi might not play. 90% he will be out. He's traveling with the team. He trained with Barcelona for the last 2 days. Some say he's fit. He will enter, but I don't think that he will risk to get injured once again and after that miss for a longer period of time. So I think that easily he can miss this match. Still without him, Barcelona discovered 2 young players, 16 years old. I don't remember his name, but he's absolutely brilliant. He scored in 2 matches in a row. He is giving also his offering also assists. Luis Suarez is back from injury, scored 2 goals against Valencia on the weekend. So Antoine Griezmann there. So absolutely an amazing attacking trio from Barcelona there. And not to speak about Dortmund, who are absolutely destroying everyone with Jadon Sancho, Marco Reus, and also Paco Alcácer. Axel Witsel is back, which is great news for Dortmund at home. I'm sure that they will give away the possession. I'm sure that Barcelona will have around 67% of the possession, but Dortmund are deadly on the break. I'm not sure about the winners market. Many people are saying that there is value on Dortmund, on the underdogs here. Dortmund at home, underdogs against Barcelona. Barcelona struggling a little bit in this start of the season, just wins in their 4 matches in their domestic league. But I still think that they can win at least 1 point from this away game. I would love Dortmund to win because I'm a huge fan of Dortmund. But also I am a fan of Messi. So, yeah, I think that it will be an open match. I think that for sure both teams to score and the over 2.5 at 1.72, which might be also a banker.
Martin, what do you think about Dortmund's chances at 3.3? Are they value, or do you go with Barcelona?
I think there's value there. Yeah, Barcelona have been defending dreadfully since the season began, and they've been terrible on the road as well. Yeah, I can't see them risking Messi in this game after he's been injured for such a long period of time. Yeah, I think this should be a really good, open, entertaining game. Really could go either way. I said when we had the futures chat that I think Dortmund can get through this group, and everyone was hating on Dortmund. Everyone was saying Inter are going to crush them. Dortmund are terrible. I just didn't get the hatred for Dortmund. I love this team. I think they're brilliant in midfield, excellent, dynamic going forward. They brought in Mats Hummels at the back. I think they'll go a long way. I certainly hope they don't go into the Europa League because they destroy Arsenal. But yeah, I'm going to stay away from the winners' market in this one as well. Alex Classic all the way for me. Both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. And I think I've actually found, oh no, I've got odds of 1.7. So I'll take Alex's superior odds on that one.
I don't blame you, and you was doing well there describing Dortmund, and you put in a really good case forward of midfield and dynamic and going forward, and then you mentioned Matt Hummels. And that's why I think it's an absolute knocker. I think it's an absolute banker, Alex Classic, Dortmund and Barcelona. I will be cheering on Dortmund at 3.3. I think they're great value. Could also be a nice 2-2 draw. Let's move on. Two sides that we don't really hear a lot about in Champions League. Mine, I'm going to start with you. Salzburg versus Genk. Salzburg 1.58, which seems short. Draw 4.9. Genk 6. Where are you going with it?
I'm going for Salzburg to take this one. Lavishly bankrolled by the Red Bull soft drinks empire for quite some time now. Been going far in the Europa League. Not quite as high profile as RB Leipzig, but RB Salzburg been ticking along for a while. Got some very good players. I think it's about time they asserted a bit of strength in the Champions League as well. I see Genk as the weakest team in this group, and I think Salzburg are going to want to get a decent victory over them at home. So I'm going for Salzburg -1 Asian handicap at odds of 1.88.
1.88 -1 Asian handicap. Alex, do you see goals in this game?
Yeah, Salzburg are a goal machine, most of all when they're playing at home. I think that they scored 15 goals in the last 3 Austria Bundesliga matches. Okay, they are having a party there from the start of the season till the end of the season. They can even train one day before the match and still beat everyone inside that league. That league is a joke, is a pure joke with Austria, Vienna, and other kind of teams. So Salzburg are, again, like the fish in the water, you know. So yeah, Genk, I think that they will score. I think that they will find the back of the net. Salzburg are not tested at this level all season long, and when a decent team like Genk are coming to play with them, I think that they will have some issues there, at least defensively. So an Alex Classic there at around 1.8 should do the trick.
Yeah, I like that. I think there will be goals on the card. I think the 1.58 is too short. If you want to go with Martin, 1.88 for -1 Asian handicap for the home side. Let's move on. Dinamo Zagreb 3.8, draw 2.5, and Atalanta 2.35. Alex, Atalanta, good win over the weekend in Serie A. Now, do they deserve to be this short?
On paper, yes, but in reality, no. I think that it will not be a walk in the park for Atalanta. They won with a 95th minute goal with a screamer from Duvan Zapata, and even the goalkeeper could do better than that to save that. It was a little bit of mistake also from the goalkeeper, but Dinamo Zagreb are a great force to reckon at home. They are unbeaten since 2018 on their turf. they did well last year in the European Cups. I think that they have experience now. I think Atalanta, for the first time in Champions League in their history, they will be a little bit, how say, not scared necessarily, but they will. You will feel that is the first time. But yes, they have great players. Dufan Zapata, they have Luis Muriel in front there, who, if they play, I hope that they will play both, because even if they play both is nothing. I think that goals for fun over 3 goals on the Asian handicap, we will see. But Dani Olmo on the other side with the Dinamo Zagreb, a Spanish international who impressed at Euro Under 21, helping his side to win the trophy last summer. I don't think that we will see him next year with Dinamo Zagreb. They have young players, very talented, and they have a huge crowd, 35,000 people, full stadium, Champions League, all the recipes for goals from both sides. Both teams to score for me, banker of the week in Champions League at 1.73.
1.73. Do you think Dinamo Zagreb at 3.8 could go into the Dortmund at 3.3 bracket and make home advantage pay, Martin?
I certainly think they might. Yeah, that looks like the weakest overall group to me, and I think Dinamo Zagreb could just surprise everyone and get out of that group simply because of their home form. Atalanta are decent in Serie A, but European novices, never really had much Champions League experience in that group of players, and I definitely wouldn't feel comfortable betting on Atalanta. If I was leaning any way, it would be on the long odds on Dinamo Zagreb, maybe giving them a plus handicap or a draw no bet or something like that.
Yes, it is the thing that we're... Sorry, Alex?
Draw no bet option right now with Dinamo Zagreb is at 2.63 draw no bet, and the draw double chance for Dinamo Zagreb is at 1.76. So that is a huge plus. 1.76 Dinamo Zagreb and the draw in the same time. 1.76 with Unibet.
Yeah, and I think that this is probably these early stages where the prices are on reputation and not on what they've done, because we haven't had it long enough in all their leagues for them to get into a rhythm. Barcelona at 2.25. Okay, another 3-4 rounds, then we might see that they should be like 1.8 or 1.9. But Dortmund are coming off the back of a 4-0 home win, and they score goals come what may. So Dortmund at 3.3, I think that's good value. And Zagreb, no one likes going now. Atalanta, they're not used to playing Champions League, so I think that there is value to be made. Saying that, we go to Shakhtar Donetsk, 10 at home, 5.85 the draw. Man City 1.33. These are not priced up, Martin, on reputation, are they?
No, they're not. I can't understand why Man City and Shakhtar Donetsk get drawn in the same group as each other every season. Man City beat them comfortably when they first met in 2017. They lost surprisingly in the reverse fixture in Ukraine, but by that stage they were already through to the next round and they didn't really have any desire to win. Last season, played them again, beat them 6-0 at home, 3-0 on the road. And I think they should take care of them pretty comfortably in this one. Obviously, a disastrous, shocking performance from Man City at the weekend against Norwich. No one really could have predicted that. And I think Pep Guardiola will be absolutely furious. He's going to demand a reaction from his players. They were abysmal defensively. They lacked urgency. And I think that could be a pretty bad time to play Man City when they're like a cornered animal. They're going to come out and attack. And I think Shakhtar could be in the firing line here. Got a lot of nice Brazilian players, Shakhtar, decent on the ball, but I don't think they're really solid enough and strong enough in the tackle to give Man City too many problems. So I'm going to go for Man City to win that one and over 2.5 goals in the game at odds of 1.8.
Man City, that's probably one of the better value bets I've heard. Man City and over 2.5. That means that Man City could scrape home 2-1 and you're picking up 1.8. Alex, can you beat the 1.8?
No, I cannot beat that. No, I cannot. I don't see the value, but I'm going with Martin in this one. Yes, we should see goals. Shakhtar has some good players from the Ukraine national side. Also, one of their players is Brazilian, but they made him Ukrainian, so he can play in the national team. He's called Marlos, and he's doing an absolutely amazing job on our favorite competition, Euro 2020 qualifiers, with Shevchenko there. But I don't see them. Plus, when you meet a Manchester City side who are coming after a shocking defeat, hurt a little bit, bleeding a little bit, 5 points behind Liverpool is not a good day for you, because you know that they are coming to destroy everyone now. They are ready to bounce back, and they will do so. I was looking at the minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap at 1.91 with the Bet365 also. Maybe that's a good way to play it.
Yeah, 1.9, what did you say? 1.9 what?
Yeah, 1.91 minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap. Now you know the Asian handicap, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it got beat, didn't it? Because I did Arsenal minus 1.5. 2-0 up and cruising. I'm not really that angry about it, Blads, but I didn't sleep too well. They were my banker. I had them at evens. Arsenal, not even on the naughty step. They're in the bin. Okay, let's move on. I think there's a shock on the cards here. Olympiakos 4.6, draw 3.6, Tottenham on the back of a 4-0 home win against Crystal Palace, 1.91. Tottenham far too short, Alex. Olympiakos, they get the job done at home.
Yeah, this might be an upset, but no, I'm not playing the winner's market. But I'm seeing Olympiakos scoring against Tottenham at home. They are absolutely incredible. I've seen them playing in their domestic league too. They have 9 points. Okay, you cannot compare Champions League with the Greek Super League, but still, they did some great matches in the Champions League qualifiers. I fancy them to score. They are superb going forward. They are deadly on the break. Tottenham, yes, I understand they are the favorites here, but they will concede in Greece, in Stadio Karaiskakis in Greece. Absolutely amazing atmosphere from the Greek fanatics. One of the best atmosphere, like the one in Turkey, for example. I fancy Olympiakos to score in front of their home fans. So both teams to score for me at 1.8 with Bet365.
And just to clarify, that's both teams to score, not the Alex Classic. A 1-1 draw is all you're looking for. Both teams to score at 1.8. Looks like a good one. Martin, we're going to move on to Germany. Leverkusen 1.45. The draw at 5. Lokomotiv at 9.8. I think this is a flash classic. Leverkusen to win and over 1.5. What are you thinking?
Yeah, that sounds like an interesting bet there. This wasn't one that I had my eye on. I'm not betting on this game because I'm a bit unsure about a Bayer Leverkusen side that lost 4-0 to Borussia Dortmund at the weekend, winless in their last 2 games. I do fancy them to win it. Lokomotiv Moscow, good at home, but poor on the road in Europe. So I think Leverkusen will get the win there, but this one's a pass for me.
What about you, Alex?
It's not a pass for me. It's incredible how Leverkusen failed to score against Dortmund. It's absolutely incredible. I don't understand how they missed so many chances. I wanted to throw out the TV station from my house because that is, I don't know, it was one of those days when the ball just didn't want to enter inside the net. Dortmund gave away the possession. Leverkusen dominated the match but lost 4-0. They had 12 shots on target. They created 25 opportunities of scoring. Absolutely, I don't understand. But it's Germany. Anything might happen, and we see goals week in and week out. But no, I don't see Lokomotiv coming in Germany and pulling off the upset. I'm seeing a home win, and over 2.5 goals in the match at 2.1. Going a little bit with the value here because I see Leverkusen easily scoring free on their own here in front of their fans. When there will be one goal up, I'm sure that the Lokomotiv will open up and will give a lot of will open a lot of spaces at their back, and players like Kai Havertz, Leon Bailey. I think that Leon Bailey is the fastest player in Germany. I think that he will have a party when he will find spaces in Lokomotiv's defense there.
Okay, before we get Chef Michael up, Rafa, I'll get the best banker of the Champions League this week. Martin, give me your favourite bet.
Ooh, good question, Flash. It pains me to say it, but I'm going to go for Chelsea. Valencia absolutely dreadful at the weekend. Manager out, all a bit of 6s and 7s. Chelsea look very impressive. Tammy Abraham's in great form. I'll go for them to beat Valencia.
Okay. And what about you, Alex?
I'm going Dinamo Zagreb versus Atalanta, both teams to score at 1.73 as my banker from Champions League.
Okay, and my banker is Leverkusen and over 1.5 to beat Lokomotiv Moscow. Okay, this is where we say goodbye to Martin. Alex, if you don't mind, you'll stay with me. Rafa's going to get Chef Michael on the phone. Martin, till next time, see you soon. I think that's Martin, he's gone. Rafa's well on the ball. That means we've got just myself and Alex now. We're going to have a little look straight in at this Europa League best bets. Alex, when I look at this, I'm thinking there's a few sides in here that they hope they get off to a good start.
Yeah, I love most of all the home sides, teams like Wolves. I don't understand why they are priced so high. Teams like Espanyol, I don't know. I checked the card, I have 5 best bets, but I also have the 2.0 bet also for Thursday, and also my trebles that are coming, that are out already, both on Twitter and on the site. And from Europa League, I have 3 home wins on my treble bets for Europa League.
Okay, and this is where we say hello to Chef Michael, who's having an unbelievable season with whatever he touches. How do you fancy this week, Chef Michael?
Minus Lazio.
Lazio killed me this weekend.
Let's not talk about the weekend. Not one of us haven't got bullet holes in us. I promise you, right across. And we should keep talking about this because we are a team, but it seems to be, after an international break, funny results, Serie A, Bundesliga, Premier League, La Liga, they are all wonky this weekend, so don't worry, we was all together. We win together, we lose together.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Chef Michael, even though you might not have an opinion on some of these games, I'm still going to ask why you haven't got an opinion, and then that might help the viewers a little bit more. We're going to start with Cluj, 4.9, draw 3.6, Lazio 1.8. Alex, take me away.
Yeah, I was seeing Lazio, and I thought Michael was on them for the weekend against Pal.
There you go again.
Right
Why
now,
are you bringing up the past, especially when it's painful? Stop with this negativity, okay? We're going to start again, okay? We're going to have no negativity because it just opens up wounds.
I really don't have negativity, but I remember what I said to him about Spal being at home. Anyway, now Lazio on the road in Europa League, a team, a Romanian side who are scoring goals at home in their domestic league, but Lazio are a wounded team. I don't understand why they rested some of their players against Pal, because it's just the beginning of the season and they're playing in Europa League on Thursday. Milinkovic-Savic was on the bench. I really understand how their coach is judging from what perspective. Maybe he wants to have everyone fit, for 3 points in Romania, and this is what will happen, in my opinion. I think that Lazio are priced too high at 1.73. Lazio are 2 classes above Cluj in this one. Yes, Cluj with a decent side, with a great coach, and I think that they will put problems, but I still fancy Lazio to win at least by 1 goal. So straight win for me. Money line, how they say in USA, 1.73 with Unibet.
Okay, I saw 1.8 this morning, so they might be on the drift. Chef Michael, are you deserting Lazio?
Yeah, I'm not going to jump back on that train. I mean, Cluj are pretty decent at home. I mean, obviously, and keep a fortress over there. They don't concede too many goals, and they like to keep things tight. So I was looking at this game, and I had initial lean towards the under, but yeah, I don't want nothing to do with Lazio this week.
Okay, initial lean towards the under. Takes me to Scotland. Rangers 2.3, draw 3.4, Feyenoord 3.1. Michael, unders again?
No, you never want to take unders with this Rangers team. I mean, they score a ton of goals here, and since the beginning of the Europa qualification, I've been on this Rangers team, especially when they're at home. They've only lost one home match in the last 10, and they didn't lose any at home in the Europa qualifiers. So, I mean, I think the bookies are still not catching up to how good this Rangers team is. I mean, like I just said, they scored a ton of goals. They got deadly attackers like Jermaine Defoe and Alfred Morales and Sheaho. They're going to bring the pressure, and they average over 3.5 goals per match. And Feyenoord, I mean, what are they exactly going to bring to this match? I mean, they haven't. Last time they played won a meaningful match on the road, I mean, is months ago. So I think the Rangers here, for me, 2.3 is perfect. I mean, they're going to keep giving me these prices on the Rangers. I'm going to keep taking them.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect you or even give you any hex or negativity, but I can't have Rangers. I can't have them. I said it in the futures bets. Can't have them. They don't qualify. They don't get through. But there again, I can't have Feyenoord either. So maybe the draws value at 3.4. Let's go over to you, Alex. Rennes 2. Oh, here we go. I've just realised we've gone from Rangers. We're going to go to Celtic now. It gets worse. Rennes 2.2. Draw 3.45. And Celtic 3.75. Please tell me you're not on the hoops. Alex? Rafa, I can't hear Alex.
Sorry, it was for me. I muted my microphone. So, yes, I said that Sean is saying on chat that Celtic made Rangers look like an amateur team when they played each other a few weeks ago. Yes, I'm on Celtic. I'm on Celtic, draw double chance at 1.72. Rennes not impressed me at all in this season debut in their domestic league. Anyway, their domestic league is formed by 3-4 sides, and they are not inside the 3-4 teams that we are talking week in and week out. PSG, Marseille, Monaco are dreadful right now, so maybe Rennes are a little bit better than Monaco. Yeah, I think that Celtic will return home with at least 1 point. So draw double chance or plus 0.5 on the Asian handicap at 1.72. That is a huge price. I don't think that Celtic will lose in France.
Okay, well, let's hope you're right. I'm your teammate. I'm cheering you on. Unless I'm going against you, which, 2 bad sides. Leave it alone for me. Here we go. Here's another one. 2 bad sides. Man United 1.22. Draw 7.5. And Astana at 17. Chef Michael, Astana at 17. You're not going anywhere near them, are you?
No, I definitely don't want nothing to do with United, but I think they're not a team that you want to back right now. I mean, Astana are one of those teams like the Rangers that I was kind of on the entire qualifiers, and they score a lot of goals, and United obviously aren't going to keep anyone from scoring. I mean, they've conceded in 5 of their last 10 matches, and only 2 of those they've won by 2 clear goals. And the price on the Asian handicap that I'm getting, Astana +2 at 1.8 is pretty good for me. I mean, I'm not going to lay 2 goals with United, and I definitely don't want to take them any other to try to trust them to score by 3 goals. So Astana for me +2, 1.8.
That's on the Asian handicap. So if you get beat by 2, it's money back.
Yes.
Yep,
Excellent. See, I'm getting to know it, Al. I'm getting to know it, mate. I do listen. Okay, staying with an English side. Wolves 1.65, draw 4.1, and Braga 7.5. Wolves can't do a thing right in the Premier League. They can't do a thing wrong in the Europa League. Alex, Wolves, but how do you get the value?
Yeah, it's not like they are not doing anything right in the Premier League. Come on, they
let 5 in against Chelsea. They let 3 in away against Everton. They've hardly won a game. So for me, I was expecting them to be one of the teams to challenge for the top 6. But for me, at the moment, it looks like they're concentrating on the Europa League too much.
It's not about concentrating in Europa League because they played their last Europa League match. I think that almost 1 month ago, and after that they played 2 Premier League matches. Yes, they conceded 8 goals in the process, and this is why the bookies are pricing them so high at 1.65. I don't see another reason for that. No injuries, no relevant injuries there. I think that. Braga are not a good side to put problems to Wolves away from home. Maybe if this game was played in Portugal, I would consider, I don't know, a draw double chance for Braga. But in this situation, it's a banker 1.65. Yes, it's under 1.7. But Wolves should be priced at around 1.45, if you ask me. This is their level right now in Europa League. And in this group with Slovan Bratislava and Besiktas, if they don't win all their home matches, they can relegate in Premier League. This is my impression. These are teams that you should beat them home like that, 2-3-0, 2-3-0, you understand? If they don't beat them like that, I'm seeing them relegating at the end of the season in Premier League.
Wow. Martin, do you want to have a quick word about Wolves and Braga? Are you happy to put 1.65 Wolves in a parlay?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good one to stick in a parlay bet. When I was looking at this match, it came close to making the card. I think both teams to score over 2.5 looks pretty good here. I think both of these teams are going to play pretty openly, and you could see a lot of goals in this match.
Okay, here's another one, a home side that looks like it's got good value to it. Standard Liège 1.95, the draw 3.75, and Guimaraes 4.5. What do you reckon, Chef Alex?
Chef Alex on the barbecue. I'm called the grill master. I'm not called the chef. So you can always call me the grill master. I love the home side. As you're saying, Standard Liège playing against Guimaraes from Portugal. Once again, I've seen Guimaraes playing against Steaua Bucharest, beating them in the playoffs. I don't fancy them at all on the road. Again, the Portuguese sides are far better when they are playing at home. When they travel, they always struggle. Standard Liège, a strong side. They're coming from a strong, let's say, league with Anderlecht there, with, let's say, Club Brugge, Ghent also, Antwerp, some great teams. And the Standard Liège are first in the standings, 5 wins and 2 defeats, 17 goals in the process. They are absolutely great at home. They won all their 4 matches at home so far, and I think that they will kick off their Europa League campaign on the right foot at 1.91 home win for me all the way.
Okay. Chef Alex, what do you think of Arsenal's chances at Eintracht Frankfurt? Eintracht Frankfurt 3.1, the draw 3.7, and Arsenal 2.4. I don't really want to be mentioning their name again, but do you think 2.4 is value? Chef?
Oh, I thought you said Chef Alex this time. No, I'm staying clear away from the outrights here. I mean, I want nothing really to do with Arsenal at this point. I mean, the performance they put out yesterday with Watford, I mean, they did not deserve even 1 point from that match. I mean, how do you let Watford get 31 shot attempts and you still come out of there with a draw? It was just absolutely mind-blowing to watch that match. I mean, Eintracht at home, they're going to score a lot of goals. They're going to bring a lot of pressure, and it's going to be, 5 times what Watford was able to bring on them. I think the price, I couldn't believe this when I saw it. I had to double check and refresh and the screen to make sure I was getting the right thing here. Eintracht team total over 1.5 at 2.35 is, I mean, absolutely banker to me.
Grillmaster Alex, Eintracht, draw, or that team in North London that shall stay nameless?
I have to disagree here with Chef Michael because yes, I know that Arsenal very poor against Watford the last weekend. I saw that match. I know what you guys are talking about, but Eintracht lost all their 3 attacking players, their best trio. Ante Rebic, loaned at AC Milan. I don't understand. It was the last one and they loaned him. Luka Jovic to Real Madrid. And also Sebastian Haller to Newcastle, I think it was. And who is enjoying a great Premier League season so far. Without the 3 of them, right now they are with Bas Dost, a tall, let's say, let's not say more than that. A tall striker who is good at corners and other free kicks and stuff like that. And Paciencia, who I think that he played 5 matches in total last season. I don't fancy them scoring 2 goals. Yes, I know that Arsenal are dreadful at the back. But one thing I know for sure, Lacazette is missing because he's injured. They are forced to play with Aubameyang. Aubameyang against the German sides, he's like the fish in the water. He played at Borussia Dortmund. He was scoring in every single match. He has the quality to win a match on his own. I'm sure that Arsenal will try to bounce back. Last season, if you remember, guys, in Europa League, they won all their 6 Europa League group stage matches. I'm sure that they will try to do the same thing, despite resting some of their key players last season. I will write an article, but I already have my bet for this match. Didn't make my top bets, but I fancy Arsenal total team goals over 1.5 at 2.0.
So surely you've got to be giving me a price for the Alex Classics. I've got Chef Michael giving me 2 goals. I've got Grillmaster Alex giving me 2 goals. What's the Alex Classic price?
1.9, I think, somewhere.
Wow, that's it. Well done, boys. You've cooked it up perfectly. You gave me the ingredients, and I've now just smashed out the best meal at 1.9. Alex Classic. I'm not going near the North London side. Germans will score. Job done. Chef Michael, give me your best bet in the Europa League this week.
Eintracht team total over 1.5 at 2.35.
That's halfway to my Alex Classic. Grillmaster Alex.
I don't want to go head-to-head. I was thinking to go head-to-head, but no. Wolves to win at home against Braga at 1.65.
Okay, and then just to add a little bit onto there, I'm going to go Wolves at 1.65. We're going to parlay with Standard Liège at 1.95 in a 2-team parlay. Chef Michael, thanks for that. That's absolutely brilliant. Alex, you want to say something, or you want me to read your palm?
Yes. No. I wanted to give a last bet. I really love this bet.
Another bet?
From Europa League.
What, did I miss
from Europa
one?
League.
Did I miss one?
No, you didn't.
Oh, you're
no,
adding
it
it.
just came to me. Yeah,
Oh, right,
it
just
came
come to you,
me
did
right
it?
now.
Well, my graphics team
Yeah.
don't like me when I just say, oh, things have just come to me, because I give them 3 hours notice. You give me 3 seconds. Fire away, mate.
Copenhagen, Danish team against the Lugano. Copenhagen 1.53 at home, draw 4. Lugano 6.3. I can be your graphics from now on if you want me. Lugano very poor Swiss side. They finished third in the standings from 10 teams. This is how they qualified in Europa League. But imagine that Young Boys Bern, who won the league, had double points from them. So Young Boys had 91 and Lugano had 46 in the third place and won just 10 matches all season long last season. And they are now at the relegation battle this season, just 4 points in 7 matches. Very, very poor side. I really don't understand why Copenhagen are priced so high, but I'm going Copenhagen and over 1.5 goals at 1.75.
Alex, thank you very much. Michael, thank you very much. See you again soon. I believe Wednesday, La Liga, Serie A and Bundesliga. Get your thinking caps on and good luck. Take care.
Thank you.
Cheers,
boys.
boys.
Thank you.
Thank you
Cheers,
very
guys.
much. Okay, coming up tomorrow, we're going to go tennis with the boys that are absolutely sizzling, by the way. St. Petersburg for the men. We're going to go Pan-Pacific for the women. And also our first look at the Rugby World Cup futures with my old friend Russ Yersh. See you tomorrow.